The quiet grief of the life you didn't have. There's a kind of grief that doesn't come from losing someone. It comes from realizing that a life you once imagined is not the life you're living now. This grief is quiet. There's no clear moment when it arrives, no event you can point to say, that's when it happened. It settles in slowly as reality unfolds in its own way. Often it shows up late in life, when things are stable enough to pause, when survival no longer takes all your attention. You look around and notice that certain possibilities have closed, not dramatically, just naturally. Paths you didn't take, versions of yourself that never fully formed, lives that existed more in hope than in reality. This kind of grief is rarely spoken about because nothing is technically wrong. You may be grateful for what you have. You may love the people in your life. You may know you did the best you could with what you were given. And still, something aches. Not for what you've lost, but for what never happened. It can feel uncomfortable to admit this, as if naming it means that you're ungrateful or dissatisfied or stuck in the past. But grief doesn't only belong to tragedy, it also belongs to acceptance, to recognizing that life narrowed in some places as it expanded in others, that some doors closed quietly without drama or blame. This kind of grief doesn't need fixing. It doesn't need to be resolved, and it doesn't need to be overcome. Often, it just needs to be acknowledged, because when it remains unnamed, it tends to harden into regret or restlessness. But when it's recognized, it softens. It becomes part of the story instead of a silent weight. The life you didn't have doesn't need to be mourned loudly. It just needs a place to exist alongside the life you do have. That's all I wanted to reflect on today.